This is my analysis of Taylor Swift, Look What You Made Me Do. I'm focusing primarily on mise en scène, which includes costume, makeup, hair, lighting, also her positioning and body movements, actions within each shot. So from the first shot we see of Taylor Swift herself, we're given quite a dark, dreary atmosphere, obviously being in a graveyard, and her face, her makeup, her hair is kind of reflective of that. Her hair is quite messy, her hair's not really done up properly. It kind of shows, it matches with the theme that she's in at the moment. The fact that she's not very well lit, it kind of shows that the attention's not on her. She's not in the spotlight, she's not the main focus, she's just part of the background and what's going on. Her makeup obviously represents the idea that she's dead, which is why she's in a graveyard and why she's just climbed out of a grave. Her dress is a long white dress, which usually represents sort of innocence and purity, but the fact that it's all messed up and dirty could suggest that she's not the innocent person people think she is, and it's definitely the theme she's trying to get across in this music video. The idea of a white dress is usually seen in horror films as well, with characters that are ghosts or demons or anything like that. They usually wear some kind of white dress or a black dress, or it's usually just a long dress, and most of the time, especially in little girls, they're white dresses to present purity and the fact that they didn't deserve this and they are innocent of what's happened to them, which could be what Taylor Swift is trying to present in this music video. Her positioning is always quite central. She's very much in the middle of the shot, and so your attention goes straight to her, even though she does blend in quite well with the background, especially with the lighting when it's not too intense, it's not too bright on her. Her face is quite hard to see properly. It's quite weird for her to be in the middle of the shot, but I guess it allows the audience to see her even though she's not standing out as much. But I'm guessing that her way of standing out in this music video is to be in the centre and to be central, which is very much what she's presenting in the music video. And the song itself, she is talking about how she's not who she used to be, she's this new person, she's completely different, and I guess her positioning being in the middle, being that the song is about her and her changes, and it keeps the audience reminded of that and that this is all about her. And so the next time we see her is in a different situation, and she is in a bath full of jewellery and money and her, and she's laying in it. It looks like she's got a sequin dress on which matches her where she's laying. She's wearing a lot of red, she's wearing a red lip, she's wearing red nail polish, which red lipstick and the colour red usually is seen on girls that go out at night or they're going on a night out, and it kind of represents the fact that she has a lot of money, and not just because she's sitting in a bath full of jewellery, but the fact that she has done up her face and she's wearing eyeliner and mascara, and her hair's done quite nicely. It kind of represents the idea that she's able to do that, and she is able to represent herself as this kind of person because she has the money, she has the authority, she is very popular, she's not just an average person that you would see, and I think her makeup is done to represent that. Her positioning in the shot is again in the middle. It keeps up with the representation of it being about her, and obviously her makeup is helping to focus the audience as well. The lighting is a lot more natural. It's not very dark, it's not too light. There are a lot of lights in the background of the shots, which don't really help to present her, but they just show sort of that there is more lighting around, and this is very natural. Again, we're getting now a close-up of her makeup and the dark eyeliner that brings out her eyes, the red lip, the really intense red lip, and the clear, clean face where there's nothing, there's no spots, there's no blemishes, that her face is very clear, and this could be used to represent that she is perfect. She is representing to her audience that she's perfect, that she's attractive, that she's got nice skin, that she has nice eyes, she's got all this makeup that she uses, she's got a lot of money. It's very much representing the idea that she has authority, and I think her makeup represents this. In this shot, she's not central, she's kind of to the right a little bit, which necessarily doesn't represent a lot because the audience eyes are already on her as this is a close-up, and as her makeup is quite eye-catching. I guess it just changes it up a little bit. In the next shot we see her, she is sitting on a throne in a long red dress, again the colour red being quite prominent, the idea of being not so innocent. Obviously wearing the white dress represents innocence and purity, whereas a red dress is a bit more daring, a bit more out there, a bit more sort of night out kind of clothing. Her positioning again is in the middle, she's very central, she's very look at me, I am right in the middle. The audience eyes are always directly on her, which is quite an important theme, especially what she's singing about. She's done her hair up nice in this shot. It's straight, it's long, it's neat. Again, she's wearing a red lip, she's wearing jewellery, she's wearing earrings, the way she's presented in this shot is quite different to the other shot. She's wearing a leopard skin coat, she's wearing a glittery silver dress, she's holding a trophy, she's wearing a lot of jewellery, she's wearing these bright out there sunglasses. Her hair is styled differently to the other times we've seen it. This could be representing a different side of her, but it has the same message. She is perfect, she can afford these kind of things, she has the right to these kind of things. She's very much presenting herself as being a rich, perfect person. In this next shot, she is seen wearing an orange suit and boots, and her hair is curly and quite bushy, which I think is quite a different theme for her, as usually her hair is quite straight and long, and it's different to see her in this kind of way, which could present the fact that she is changing. She's saying that she's a new person, she doesn't want to be referred to as the old Taylor Swift, she wants to be this new person, and I think her hairstyle in this is definitely representing that. The lighting is quite high key in this, I'd say. There's a lot of high key lighting in the background, but it's not necessarily on her, which means that although she is central in the shot, again it's bringing the audience eyes to her. The lights in the background are kind of obscuring it, it's making it harder to understand, it's making the eyes go all around the screen, it's sort of moving the attention around. In this shot, Taylor is being presented as quite tomboyish. She's not dressed up posh and pretty like all the other scenes we've seen her in. She seems quite aggressive and quite violent in these ones, which also represents her change in personality. She's presenting herself very differently in every single shot, to present that she's not just one person, she's all these different people put into one. Again, she's at the center of the frame, she's the main focus, she's right there in the middle, and the audience eyes are directly on her. In these shots, Taylor is wearing black, which is quite the opposite to the white dress she was wearing at the beginning. The black obviously representing the contrast between the two colours, and black being a lot more mysterious, a bit more daring, a bit more dark and dangerous. I think that's definitely what she's portraying, especially sitting on a bike and having these high boots on and slits in the trousers. It's sort of showing off that she's not this innocent, pure young girl. She is a woman now. She can do what she wants. She's very much in control of her life. Again, she's central to the frame. She's very much the main focus. Her makeup isn't the main focus of this shot. I think her clothes are the most important, and they're dark colours. The lighting is quite high key, I would say. It's quite focused on her, even if it's just to the side a little bit. It brings out her face, it makes her more viewable. She is very much the focus of this shot, and primarily in the entire video. In these shots, she is wearing something completely different. It's very much different from what she's usually seen in. She's wearing a bodysuit which is black, and it looks like it's made of leather. She's holding a whip, and she has short hair. And for me, this kind of idea reminds me of the flappers in the 1920s, where they would wear short skirts and they would cut their hair short to avoid these kind of female stereotypes and their role in society. They would do this to protest against it, and it seems as though Taylor Swift is changing her image to prove that she is not the person everyone thinks she is and who she used to be. She doesn't want to be seen as someone with long hair and being quite young and innocent and naive. She wants to be seen as every other artist, and she wants to be seen as being different from what she was before, and I think she does a good job in this kind of attire to show that. Again, she's central to the frame. The lighting is quite high key over her, but the rest of the frame seems quite low key. Again, bringing the audience's attention to her. She's very much the only thing bright, and she is very obvious in that room. Her makeup is it's not as outstanding as the red lip. She's wearing quite a pink lip, which is a lot less outstanding. It's not the main focus.